Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account and we're going to be discussing the ideal of the resonating crystals cramming. So overall guys, a lot of players are kind of on the fence with this. I'm going to go over kind of the pros and cons that we've seen. Now resonating crystal cramming or RC cramming is basically leveling up everything that you can within the crystal level. You can see right now we're on level 726 out of 875. So we still have a lot of room to actually cram the crystal level. Now, the crystal level used to be super important, guys. This was actually one of the most probably largest areas in AFK Arena that you could build up your heroes, because of course, guys, as you level up this crystal, it affects every single hero that you have, which is the reason why I have 116 billion power, is because I have a crazy amount of heroes in here and all of them are on level 726. So now why does this matter? The crystal level really has a couple things that it so utilizes. Number one is campaign formations. So when you look at campaign formations, we're about what, 220 something, 230 levels deficient, which means the level that we have of the campaign heroes in comparison to the campaign enemies. You can see, guys, again, a pretty big difference here. Now, if I was not on the level 726 that I am, this would be just greater and greater and greater deficiencies, which means I probably couldn't push through as much as the campaign as I have, because of the levels that I've made that I've progressed in here, allowing me to progress. Now, even if you have very strong, well-built heroes, if the resonating crystal isn't really built up, you're still going to struggle a lot in here with making progression in the campaign specifically, which is of course one in the pro column for power leveling that resonating crystal. Now, the other huge factor in this, guys, is the King's Tower. Now, of course, when it comes to the King's Tower, similar to what we see within campaign formations, you can see right here we're about 160 levels within the Mauler Tower. This one still being, of course, the most difficult tower, but overall, the higher resonating crystal level you have, the easier you're going to be able to come through these towers. Now, of course, a couple big things to remember with this, guys, is not only this tower is now, and again, back when we thought of the regular resonating crystal, guys, we only had the King's Tower once upon a time. Then they added in the faction towers. Then later we got the Celestials and the Hypogean towers. So now power leveling that resonating crystal, really focusing on that, is number two pro, is building this out. You're going to have the ability to push a lot of towers. Now, not only, you know, every 10 floors that you're getting these Stargazer cards, but now you're getting time emblems. Now you're getting an incredible amount of loot out of all of these towers, which again, based on the player level, based on the resonating crystal level, is the reason why we can push so far in this tower. Now, two other caveats to this, guys, is the Abyssal Expedition, the hunting fields. These are another two places that are very dependent on the level in the resonating crystal. So the way that these two game modes are designed is once you hit level 240, you will be at level 240 for every 10 levels that you're above that. So when you go to 250, 260, 270, 280, it adds one level to the heroes within these game modes, which is the martial ratings, making a big difference. And there are a couple other ones, like I believe the Heroes of Espria use this exact same methodology. When you start leveling up, it is the way that you're going to be stronger than other players within that game mode. And also when it comes to PvP. Now, Treasure Scramble is set, but when it comes to the Arena of Heroes and things of that nature, if I go to attack a player, guys, I am on 726. They're on 525. We have an insane amount of difference in power. And again, that is even with the exact same built heroes. That is because of the resonating crystal. Again, really focusing on there. And I believe it is the same with the Legends Challenger tournament. Levels do make a difference, 726 to 747. So levels do make a difference in this game mode as well, guys, based on the power. So again, a couple really pros to cramming the resonating crystal, which I'll show you at the end of the video exactly how we do this and the methodology behind it, because you're looking to gain essence, the hero essence in here. Now, some of the cons against this, guys, is one, of course, the biggest one that we see, the diamonds. The diamond factor is you're going to be spending all of the diamonds that you could be utilizing within the Stargazer to go ahead and cram the resonating crystal. So when we get into the shop, we're spending an extra 900 diamonds in there every single day, which means every 5 days, a little over 5 days, you're missing a full 10 summon in here in the Stargazer. Also, with the resonating crystal, with the RC cramming, buying out the Temple of Time cards, buying out the rest of the stuff in the shop can be incredibly expensive because, again, you'll kind of be strapped for diamonds because of the refreshes, because of the bounty board, because of the cramming that you can kind of do everywhere. It's going to be a lot more taxing on the diamonds, which means, again, the cons, you're not going to be able to do the desired hero summons, which you'll get to a point. I'm not using a ton of these anymore, only if there's a new hero. But the big thing, guys, is of course the Stargazer room. You're not going to be able to get the Celestials and Hypogens, or even continue to build out the Awakened heroes that you have in here, because a majority of your diamonds are going to be based on there. Now, in addition, guys, the other big con of this is there are a lot of different game modes, like the Hellscape, that are based on the heroes that are in here. They're based on the levels. So the levels in here do make a little bit of a difference, but overall, you're all going to be on the same level. What I mean by that is when you go to leaderboard, is every single player you see right here, they're on 600. So every player you go through here, it is going to be on the same level. So levels within certain game modes such as this, very similar to the Treasure Scramble. There are nobody's going to be on leaderboard here, but there are no level deficiencies. So when you even look at the Treasure Scramble right here, there is not going to be level deficiencies. So if you're resonating crystal, if you're spending all of that time and resources to build up that resonating crystal, Treasure Scramble, it's not going to make a difference. I believe the Twisted Realm, the Cursed Realm, and the Nightmare Corridor don't make a difference, but they could make a difference depending where you place within the certain subsets within those certain places. So I don't want to say it doesn't have any impact on it, but I believe with the Hellscape there is a certain requirement, which it might be in here, guys, that show where I forget where it's at. I'm drawing a blank, but it shows you what the requirements are. I think it might be actually right out here, right there, guys. Complete 12-40 to unlock the trial function, resonating crystal level 350, or acquire 30 ascended heroes. And then of course down here, guys, crystal level 350 or at least 30 ascended heroes to enter the Nightmare Corridor. But I think it is further subset from there based on everything in here, again, if I remember correctly, because again, a lot of players that are running with a very high deficiency will kind of basically go on different levels. So how do we cram? How do we build this up, guys? And we have crammed for quite a bit before. So going through, and the thing that you're looking for, especially when you start getting to higher resonating crystal levels, is essence. This is really what you're looking to build. This is what you're looking to cram within here. So when you look at a bunch of different game modes, guys, AFK rewards is going to yield it. Faster rewards, again, utilizing diamonds right there. We got 187 plus 97. We can do this twice. We can do this 3 times. We can do it 4 times. We can do it 5 times. That's right, guys. That is a lot of essence that we are accumulating out of there. Now, Dark Forest, within here, this is another really big spot that you can refresh this a number of times, and what you're looking to get is all essence in here. So again, you can spend some serious diamonds in here if you're doing the resets. I like going, again, building out all essence, because I am actually at a point with this account that I do not need gold. So essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these are absolutely worthless for me at this game mode because I don't need anything. See right there, another 500 essence. So we spent 50 diamonds, we got 500 essence. Overall, the cost return, so 500 essence for 50 diamonds gives us the cost over here. The diamond, I'm trying to think of the packs. But we'll look. But I believe when you buy out essence, it's significantly, I believe it's a couple hundred diamonds. If you're buying just straight essence in here, we'll have to refresh, see if we can get that out of there. But again, guys, we have a couple more. I'll refresh it probably one more time, see what we get. There's some diamonds, and then of course there's some more essence. So that was a pretty good refresh in there. And then I'll take the last 2. When I get down to my last 2, I just, whatever they are, but you can see, guys, we're cramming a lot of essence in here. Team bounties, of course, you cannot reset. So going through there, now looking at the shop, this is really the key place to really cram this resonating crystal. So this relies on the shop refreshes, which again, spends diamonds, fast rewards, diamonds, bounty board, diamonds, shop, store, diamonds. This is where, again, it gets really expensive, guys. So I buy the time emblems out of here. A lot of players buy the bait and a couple other things out of here, but this is really the large hero essence chest is what we want to pick up, guys. So I'm going to pick that one up. We're going to pick up our Poke coins, spend our 100 diamonds. We're going to refresh this, do the exact same, boom. And there we go, guys. See it? It's 300 diamonds for 500. We spent 50 for 500, guys. Absolutely was worth it. We buy the stones out of here. We also do buy the Poke coins because, again, gold for this account doesn't matter. Another refresh. So we are 2 refreshes in, guys, which means we dropped another, 200 diamonds there. But even there, essence very expensive. We do not buy this essence. We're focused on that 8 hours. So essentially, we just bought 24 hours of essence out of this shop, which of course, going up here to our bag, that gives us 3501 a day. Now, again, when you think of this, 3501 a day. So if you look over the course of 10 days, we'll have what? 35,000 essence in 10 days. When you look at the course of the month, you can see how this really extrapolates, especially when you look at the course of a year. And this is literally just the chest that we're buying out of here. So when you count it again with what we're getting out of this bounty board, when you count it again with what we're getting out of these fast rewards, and then any other place that you're getting chests. So if you are or have the ability to get in your truly resonating crystal cramming in here, guys, even if you're going through and looking at some of these chests, these have the ability to, again, cram the resonating crystal. Even believe the chests over here, anything that you can get to build up and really cram the resonating crystal in here, guys, even using your chests. So when you get chests that you have a chance to pick resources out of there, you can do the same. And again, that's 3501, bring us a lot closer in the course of one day, guys. We can even pop up the rest of these. If, again, you are truly looking at cramming the resonating crystal, you can get this out of here every day. So not only are you getting a 24-hour from the shop, you're picking up a second 24-hour of essence out of here, which again is huge. Out of here, guys, I am getting my engraving mats right now because I've gotten to the point where I'm not super cramming the resonating crystal. But you can see, guys, that overall there are some pros and cons. In my opinion, guys, early game is really going to be the biggest place, honestly, to really push the resonating crystal. The reason for that is campaign progression. You also do have the peaks of time, and you also have tower progression. When you start getting into where I am now, the cramming does kind of slow down because it doesn't have such a huge impact, because at this level, with the heroes I have built, I can focus a lot more on other game modes. Resonating crystal, though, is always going to be prevalent, again, because of the tower progression, also when it comes to campaign formations. So, all right, guys, so that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the resonating crystal and the cramming that we do. And as always, thank you guys for watching.